What is good, y'all? This is JV Entertainment here, and today I have an album haul for you guys. Now, I know y'all like to know what I'm, been purchasing lately, and I'm finally back onto my physical CD game. I took a long time off, to get the finances together, but yo, we're back. I got 5 albums here that I picked up. All of them are hip-hop albums, and some of them are newer, some of them are old, but this is, basically what I've been listening to. So, let's just get into it. The first CD I have here is Travis Scott's Rodeo. Long-awaited rapper, producer, been working a lot with Kanye, kind of formatted the sound for like Kanye's latest album, Yeezus. So we finally got Rodeo here. He did release a mixtape not too long ago called Days from Rodeo that I was actually a big fan of. It had some dope tracks with Big Sean, and also there was a track named Mamacita with Young Thug and Rich Homie Quan that I was actually a pretty big fan of. So finally we got his studio release here. I think it's his first album since, I don't know if Owl Pharaoh was an album or a mixtape, I can't remember, but here we go. We've been long awaited, and it's absolutely great. I really enjoyed it. It has a lot of diverse, interesting kind of production sounds. Production is really top tier, and he really kind of flexes his MC muscles, and I really think that he's an interesting artist to pay attention to. He does kind of have like he's kind of like an amalgamation of multiple MCs. There's times where he's like Kanye. I definitely see a very strong Kid Cudi influence on this album, which it was very interesting that Kid Cudi was not on this album, because I know Travis really wanted him to be. But again, Travis Scott's Rodeo, highly suggest you pick this up. This is the deluxe edition, so I have 2 extra tracks on here. But yeah, pick it up if you can. Second album we got here is Future's DS2, Dirty Sprite 2. Southern Atlanta, trap MC. Been putting in work for a minute. This is his third, I think, formal studio release. He debuted with Pluto, then he had Honest, and now we got DS2, which is the sequel to his very popular 2011 mixtape, Dirty Sprite. I'm actually a really big fan of this album. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like this, I'm definitely, very familiar with the Southern, hip-hop and trap scene, and I have a love for it, but a certain kind. Sometimes, it gets a bit much for me, but this album was actually a very easy listen. It's actually pretty long, considering this is the bonus deluxe edition. So there's 18 tracks in total, but I mean some really great singles on here. I mean, you got Where You At with Drake. Let me read the track listing. Fuck Up Some Commas as the last track. Trap Niggas. Serve the Bass. I mean, tons and tons of tracks. Blow a Bag. Blood on the Money. Track after track, just absolutely fantastic. Now the feature list is very. I don't think there was any features other than Drake on. I could think of like a couple, but again, this is just a lot of features. So I didn't really like Honest, so I wasn't sure if I was gonna like this one, but I actually really enjoyed this, and I just in one sitting I just bombed through all 18 tracks, and I really like this. So if you can find yourself a physical copy of this, and most definitely the deluxe edition, I think it's definitely worth the money. You're getting a great amount of music, and it's a really dope album. Third album we got here is something I'm really excited for, and it's brand new, spanking out. We got Mac Miller's Good AM. Now this is the follow-up album to his last mixtape he put out, Faces, and then before that, Watching Movies with the Sound Off. And I'm a big Mac Miller fan. I've been following from him for years and years, and I love all the different directions he's taken his music, even with his Delusional Thomas kind of stuff. So we got Good AM here, and I was a little apprehensive on this because it kind of seemed like it kind of came out of nowhere, and for features here, we got a really interesting. We have 3 features on this album. You got Absol, Black Hippie, TDE movement out there in the West Coast, and then you got Lil B. I absolutely love Lil B music. Shout out to the Bass God and Chief Keef out of Chicago that did the whole drill rap scene. So really interesting kind of collection of people we put there. But the production's very warm. Jazzy kind of production, and he's on the top of his game here, and I really enjoyed this. To me, this is one of his most cohesive projects yet. He has a mix of bangers, but it all kind of like melds together into this just great album. So Good AM, if you're able to pick it up, I would highly suggest it. You will not regret it. Fourth album, something that I've been waiting for years for, like literally years. J-Rock's. And it's 90059. I always forget the title, but J-Rock, man, out of Black Hippie, TDE. If you're not familiar, he's kind of with that whole, Kendrick Lamar, Schoolboy Q, Absol, Isaiah Rashad, SZA. They're all TDE, and this is the guy, the first one signed to that label. And with a whole barrage of various singles that he's put out, like Vice City, and he was Money Trees Deuce, and even he actually put out a lot of features even on Kendrick's work. And me personally, I've just really been into J-Rock's like kind of like gritty, street, harsh feel that he has kind of like a groove to his music that the others, and I feel like he really, provides a kind of grit into that whole collective over there. So I was so excited to check out this album. Now I have bought the physical. I have not listened to it yet, so I can't really speak onto how good it is. All I can tell you is that every single that he's released from this is absolutely fantastic. And I mean, with an MC like J-Rock, you know that there's a certain caliber that he really, puts his, best out there. So 90059 J-Rock, definitely pick it up if you can. Fifth album actually we have here, Vince Staples, Summertime '06. Now I've been really excited to check this out. Again, I have also not listened to this. This is a double album. You have, I don't know how many, I think it's like 22 or 20 tracks here, but if you look, you got 2 discs here. And so I'm really excited. I'm definitely gonna have to, dedicate a day to, finally listen to this when I finally get to it. West Coast MC, kind of rose to popularity with some of his features on some Odd Future kind of stuff, and he's really kind of grown into his own and really put out some great singles from this. So if you're into West Coast rap, especially dudes who have like a street lyricism to them, definitely a dying breed of MCs that you don't really see anymore, Vince Staples is the guy, and I definitely highly suggest you look into this album. Again, Summertime '06. The last album we got here, this is a throwback. This is kind of like the perfect moment to pick this up, and I kind of bumped into a sale for this album, and I've been having this obviously digitally, but I was like, hey, I don't have a physical of this, let's not. NWA's Straight Outta Compton. Now, obviously, with the movie out, they put out a lot of promotions there. And if you haven't noticed, I have, not on right now, but I've been wearing on a lot of my reactions, my NWA cap, and it came with a physical for the album. And I just think it's a cool thing to have. This is my first NWA physical. Again, I have all their music digitally, and even the solo members, Eazy-E, Dre's, I got all of Ice Cube stuff, and then MC Ren, DJ Yella, and even Arabian Prince, who was only on this album. I'm a big fan of NWA, man, so I'm really excited to finally have a physical for them. So again, Straight Outta Compton, NWA. Now, these are the 6 albums I got today. I'm gonna read the titles for you guys again, just in case you're interested and you have any questions about them. Travis Scott, Rodeo, Future's DS2, Mac Miller's Good AM, J-Rock's 90059, Vince Staples' Summertime '06, and then NWA's Straight Outta Compton. If you have any questions about any of these albums, just shoot them down below and I'll be happy to answer them. Till next time, this is JV. I love you guys. Bye.